Congratulations on your Toyota forklift purchase. Today, we're going to go over some of the common features of our 3,000 to 6,500 pound models, which range from the 8FGCU 15 to the 8FGCU 32. Specifically today, we're showing the 8FGCU 25. Let's take a look. If you've purchased your unit to work with propane, you'll have a swing out bracket like this. And we'll start off here with the floating locator pin. This is a guide on where to place your propane tank. It is meant to be loose, please don't tighten it. It goes into the different cutouts that the various propane tank manufacturers have so that you make sure that you've got the tank in the proper position and that the straw that draws the fuel is pointing down so that you can maximize fuel consumption. So to install the tank, you want to lift the lever, swing the bracket out. Once it's fully extended, the pin drops and now it's locked in so that nobody can inadvertently push it back onto you if you're working in this area here. So to install the tank, you want to open up safety latches. You're going to take your propane tank with the cutouts that we talked about for the floating pin, place the tank on the bracket. If it doesn't line up, that's why it's loose, so that you can put it inside. Once that's in place, you want to get the safety latch on, because this is what's actually holding the propane tank down, not the floating pin. You'll latch it on tightly like that. You need to release the pin again to allow the swing to come back and safely latch in. If you purchase your forklift with diesel or gas as your fuel source, you will not have the swing out bracket like here, but you'll have something similar to what you have on your vehicle, which is the gas cap. At the back of this seat, you're going to find a compartment with your operator manuals. In the manual for safe operation, which is the smaller book, you'll reference things like operator responsibility, pre-operation checks, handling a load, and even how to safely transport your forklift. In the operator's manual, which is the larger book, you'll find things like switches and levers, the instrument panel, maintenance procedures that the operator can complete, and a lubrication chart, among other things. These manuals should always be kept with the forklift so that the operator can reference them whenever needed. Moving over to the operator compartment area, we have Toyota's 4-way full suspension seat that comes with both a backrest angle adjustment as well as full lumbar support. And to move the seat forward and back, there's a lever that allows you to do just that. The seat suspension can also be adjusted to accommodate different operator weights. In order to open the hood to perform some of your daily checks, you're going to need to swing the propane tank back out to make some room. Once the tank is open and secure, you can move the seat forward, lift the latch, and bring the hood straight up. Once you have the insulated hood up, you'll have full access to the engine compartment where you'll be able to see your battery, check for oil, make sure there's no debris or dust in your rad, as well as access to your air filter and your no tools floorboard that can be easily removed so that you can check your transmission fluid. In order to remove the air cleaner for your cleaning approximately once a week, you want to pull back the clips, there's 3 of them, and then remove the cover and the air cleaner. Put it back, and when you're replacing the cap, make sure that the air cleaner discharge valve is pointing down so that it can blow any dirt or debris through the engine compartment to the floor rather than into the engine compartment itself. Also from the right side of the forklift, you have access to the radiator overflow as well as your hydraulic tank reservoir. Once you're done working inside the engine compartment, you need to press the orange lever in order for the hood to release and come down safely. And you can also access your brake fluid in the reservoir underneath this compartment. Once you've entered the operator compartment, you can get comfortable in your seat, move it forward or back depending on your height, make your necessary adjustments, put on your seat belt, and prepare to drive. From the driver's seat, you'll have full access in front of you for your directional lever on the left-hand side, your forward, neutral, and reverse. You have your automotive style headlight system. So when you turn it forward, your lights come on. If your truck is equipped with signals, you can signal right or left, as well as your horn on the steering wheel. Cowl mounted levers, you're going to have your lift, your tilt, and your side shift, if so equipped. And also, we have an automatic fork leveler button, which is going to allow you to bring the forks to 90 degrees relative to the truck, so that you know that it's safe to enter pallets or stack and back out without causing any damage to the product that you're carrying. When driving in reverse, rather than grabbing the overhead guard and risking injuring yourself by hitting a wall or racking or even another forklift, you can take advantage of the rear assist grip, hold on to here, keeps yourself inside the compartment, and you also have a rear assist button for the horn. So you don't have to take your hand off the steering wheel when you're driving in reverse and you need to alert a pedestrian that they're in your way. Below the levers and to the right of the steering wheel is your data plate, where you'll find information like your truck's model, serial number, attachments in use with the forklift, like in this case a side shifter, the maximum lift height that the mast is capable of, and the D-rated capacity that the forklift can lift based on that setup. The weight of the truck is also listed. All this information needs to be correct and kept up to date. If a different attachment is installed, the mast gets swapped out, or the load center is different than what is listed, then a new data plate must be ordered to match the new configuration. You can have multiple data plates if the forklift will be switching back and forth between attachments and or load centers. Right beside that is going to be your instrument panel, which is going to show you your check engine light, oil temperatures, battery, as well as your hour meter, which you're going to use for tracking your usage, for program maintenance, and warranty as well. Down below you have lots of room on the floor. Even if you're wearing safety shoes or boots, you have access to the accelerator, your brake, and the third pedal here is an inching pedal, which is going to disengage the transmission so that you can lift at higher speeds, side shift at higher speeds, so you can press the accelerator with your foot on the inching pedal so that you don't have to put the truck into neutral. Helps with productivity and the speed that you're comfortable to work at. Underneath the steering column is the parking brake release, which is the blue handle here. It'll bring up the foot pedal. When you need to re-engage the parking brake, you're going to simply use the biggest muscles, which is your legs, to push it back down, rather than using the handle on our previous models. As well, you have memory steering column here. Release it. You can put it in the position that is most comfortable for you to drive in and then lock it in place. You do not need to release the steering wheel in order to open the hood, which we showed you earlier. If you need to adjust the fork spread, you can do so manually. You need to get the pin out of the notch so that it can slide to the spot you want it to. Then when you turn the pin back and down, it'll fall and click into place, just like that.